Hello there guys and welcome back to another episode of the Southampton FIFA 21 Career Mode. Today we are going to make this squad our own by adding some of our own pieces to this team and of course bringing the players in through transfers. 33 million now to spend after progressing in the pre-season tournament. A little bit more money, but the players that was suggested in the comments, we've got a lot of them, but a lot of them will cost a lot of money too. So we'll see what we can do here. I'm going to try and bring in as many players as I can that I think is going to suit the way we want to play. And Jamie Vardy has signed for Liverpool. Okay, Jason Denaire has gone to West Ham United. Not a bad shout at all for them at centre-back. But let's have a look at our transfer hall, our shortlist that we've got at the moment. We start off here with a 77 rated. We've already scouted this guy. He is 77 rated, 18-year-old. Can play right mid or centre mid from the Netherlands. 4-star, lots of traits. Looks like a real good player at just 18 years of age. And to purchase him, he's worth 20 million, but we might have to offer up to 35 million, which is a lot of money, which we don't have. So one player to be worth that much isn't really what we're looking for, but unfortunately a lot of the suggestions you guys suggested were around 20 million. I don't know what's wrong with FIFA this year, but we've only been given 30 and everybody seems to be worth 25 million, which means we could only bring in one player. Now this guy is valued at 12 million, but Barcelona have got 32 million release clause on him, so we don't know enough about him right now to offer anything. And I kind of did want to scout these guys a little bit more before we signed anybody, but a few players that I'm really interested in. This guy, Cacaret. I'm really bad with the name, but we'll get there. Cacaret, and he's only a 20-year-old French midfielder. Looks decent. Probably not going to cost a bomb as far as money goes, and he's still worth 20 million. But we'll wait till we get the overall. We do have the preseason final to play against Feyenoord, but I might just sim that game and just see if we can get as quick as we can to the start of the season. Lots of good young players. Again, 57 million release clause there. This guy's worth 26 million. Again, you're going to have to offer between 30. Play them yet as a chance to test ourselves, but as far as this goes, I don't think I'm actually going to be doing that. So we've got a couple of scouts finally sent through here. We've got Camavinga. We've got that Cacaret guy we was just talking about. Jonathan David, who's an option up front. And Florentino. They've all got their scout reports coming back. So let's take a look at these and see what we think. So he's worth 14 million, CDM, Portuguese, playing in Monaco, and he's 76 rated. Okay, so acceleration, sprint speed, he's not too quick, but looks a bit like a Fabinho, I guess, as your CDM. Could work for us for sure. Jonathan David, 77 rated striker. He's got a bit of pace about him, 5'10", Canadian, playing at Lille. Worth 21 million on 26k a week, 25k a week for Florentino. Cacaret, 76 rated, worth 14 million. He's on 34k wages, and Camavinga is at just 78 rated is insane. He would be a real talent to bring in, but I just don't think we've got the money to get these guys. It's going to be very difficult to bring anybody in. We're going to have to sell players, so we're going to see if we can move some players on. If not, it will be a case of just using players to swap. Now, we haven't done any of this training, but I am just going to go ahead and sim it. Now, usually I would like to play the training, just because it's kind of interesting this year. You get to use different players and stuff to try and get their sharpness levels up. And I think that's an interesting way of doing it, because it makes training more interactive. It's not just you doing this to get his ratings up, because that's what training was before. It was just boosting ratings on whoever was in the training sessions, where now, of course, you've got your development for that. And your training is literally for sharpness and fitness. So if anyone gets injured, helping them in training is what we're going to be doing. We've got another final scout report here. Actually, we've got all of them now. So Andre Lunin, Van der Voort, Suarez, Dahoud, Koundé, Unai Nunez, Ferro, Edmund Tapsoba, Ruik, Puig, Thiago Almeida, Augustin Urzi, Munier, Crepin Diatta, Rafael Santos, Boer have all now got their scout report. So I think that's everybody on the shortlist. So we might as well just go straight to the shortlist from here and sign some players. Transfers, over to Transfer Hub. We'll take a look at the shortlist and see what we've got. Okay, Diatta, Crepin is 77 rated. Okay, we know he's going to be quick. And he can play up front. We can transfer him to a striker, but he's only got 66 shooting at the moment. And he's worth 21 million. 1 year, 79 rated striker. Would go straight into the first team. Looks like a beast, but he's worth 24 million. He's got a 50-odd million transfer. 52 million release clause is the word I was looking for. Augustin is 73 rated. Can play left mid, right mid, or central midfield. So anywhere across the middle of the park. Argentinian and 5'6". So very short. 73 rated. What's he worth? 6 million to 7 million. So he's a guy we could possibly bring in with just cash, but maybe a swap would help him out. 73 rated for Thiago Almeida as well. He's worth between 9 and 13 million, so decent. We're probably going to pick him up. Ruiz 75. He's worth 12 million. You know, he's a decent shout as well. This is the guy I was really interested in, actually. Edmund Tabstoba, 6'4", Burkina Faso, 21-year-old, 78 rated. And he's worth 26 million, of course he is. So he's gonna be a difficult one to get in. Ferro 77 rated, Unai Nunez 78 rated, Florentino we already know, Kunde 79 rated, Dahoud is 76 rated, and only worth 10 mil. So he's adds a shout for central midfield. He's got a bit of flair about him. He's only 24. Although he's probably got most experience. What am I saying? He's probably got a ton of experience already. He's been around the game for a long time. Mahmoud Dahoud. So, you know, he's a shout to come in the midfield. He's high work rates as well, which is very good. And as I'm speaking about it, I'm getting more and more interested in actually just signing this guy right now. But we'll take a look at the rest of the guys. Okay, we've got another Luis Suarez, Colombian this time. 75 rated. And then we've got a couple of goalkeepers here in Lunin, who's 75 rated, and Martin van der Voort, who's currently playing at the greatest club ever, Genk. The 18-year-old Belgian goalkeeper will be a very good backup, and for just a couple of mil, we could probably pick him up. And we don't have Nkunku, who's I don't know why we don't have that. Actually, maybe I'm sure I scouted him the same time as Camavinga, but it hasn't come back just yet. And I know this episode is already dragging on, boys, but I'm trying to give you the best episode I can here, because I know you guys want the content. So let's just make this a fucking 20-minute, half-an-hour video. Why not? So let's go ahead and get started. Who do I sign first? What do I do? First, I'm going to back out and take a look at the team and convince myself one more time of what position we're going to go for first. So I did switch to a 4-3-3. So I'm going to need a midfielder, because we have Diallo and I have small bones. I don't actually have small bones. I have normal size bones. But we do have Armstrong, who was a winger, but I don't fancy him as a winger. And I've turned him into a centre mid. And now I like him as a rotation. These stats seem, although defending not great, but as a midfielder, he's actually decent now. But I think a centre mid is going to be number one for sure. And then maybe a centre back and a winger and a striker. Oh, God, there's so many options here. Let's get into it. Let's just bite the bullet and start buying players. Let's see what we can get. So a midfielder for starting off could be this guy. He can play centre mid. I would prefer him on the wing, but I don't think he's strong enough 40 defending for the three across the middle. I think you have to be a good strong central midfielder. Hatem will be on the wing, in my opinion. So let's take a look at other options. Almeida's the same really as Hatem, although I prefer Thiago Almeida in the middle for some reason. I don't know. I don't know these players, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, this might be the guy. Puig from Barca. Strong central midfielder, although 32 million release clause is a little excessive. Or maybe Florentino, you know? Florentino's definitely a shout. Wait, we was going to sign this guy. There's so many... Well, this guy... What am I doing here? I forgot what I'm doing. We've got so many options for central midfield that I want them all, and I can't actually get them all, which is a shame. Oh, even Camavinga, he's got good defending, bro, already. But he's worth too much. That's, Oh, God, this is so difficult, bro. This is so difficult. 40 million... Or we could go get the Dahoud for 12. Okay, let's start this strong. Let's go for this guy. Approach to buy. Why not? Let's do it. Let's just get in there, throw some money at Leon and see what they say. 20 euro. Why? What? Oh, man, them brought the kits out. It's time for transfers. Fuck the suit and tie. That's not what my character looks like whatsoever. And why the fuck is this kit? We both came full kit wankers. That's fucking hilarious. Was not expecting that. Let's go for a player swap. We'll go for... We actually don't have a lot of midfielders. Let's go wingers. Because we have a few... maybe we don't have a few. What do we have? No one really worth anything in our team. We'll just offer up Diallo, who's only 21 and 72 rated. He's worth 4 million. And then we'll also offer a transfer fee of, let's say, 8 million to start off with. We'll see what that does there. You're probably going to want to add a clause because, you know, the game just loves fucking Santa Claus for some reason. Okay, so 12 million plus 19%. 19% sell on? Leon are like, yeah, he's our player. Fuck you guys. Remove exchange player, remove sell on, edit sell on. No, I want to propose a new... I almost fucking accepted that. I want to propose a new transfer. Trying to get the money down as much as we can here because we want as much money as possible by as many players as possible, of course. So 12.7. Did that just go up? That's not how negotiations work, my friend. Let's go down a little bit. Come on, 11.8. 11.8. Be kind. Leave us 22 mil. No, you've come down another 100k, but it's not enough. What about a flat 12 mil? A flat 12 mil plus a £4 million player. Let's do this. Do the deal. He's only 21 and you're taking the piss now. You just want the last one. Fine. 12.1k plus Diallo for the full kit wankers. And I'm glad these two have had a great day. Good talk, boys. Good talk. Okay, should we go kick off now? Look at the boots as well. The boots fucking make it, man. What the fuck? Okay, so Maxence is a fucking weird first name as well. Maxence Cacoret? Dude, why am I signing the players who I can't say? Mahmoud Dahoud is a lot easier to say than Maxence Cacoret. I'm not French, and I've still got my full kit wanker. These guys bought suits. Did they not get the memo? This is a full kit wanker zone. What are you doing? Important. Okay, we'll accept that. He will be an important player for sure. He's going to be in the first team, so why not? We'll give him a 4-year deal, which he accepts. Nice. And doesn't want a release clause. I'll accept that. Please tell me how much you want. Boom, 26k. So a little bit less than he's on right now, which is nice. But he does want appearance bonus and signing bonus as well. But I'm going ahead and accept it because fuck it, why not? Let's get him in. First signing, boys, of the window. We do have Kakiet, who's come in the central midfield. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that does to the squad, what the options are. We don't have to stay with 4-3-3. If you guys have... oh, Ferry? No. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So he's in. Romeo Ward-Prowse joining. We might look to replace Romeo actually as well next, because this guy can play CDM. He's only got 70 offended, but we could bring somebody else in the midfield like an Happen to play in there as well as Ward-Prowse. And okay, is that strong enough? As in, like, strength-wise strong enough? I don't know, but that's what we've got for now. We'll save change to the team sheet, of course. We are going right now, boys. I'm trying to do this as like a stream, so as in I'm just talking and recording and playing and no real breaks or cuts or editing or anything like that. It's a lot easier for me just to record this, put out the longest video ever, because I'm taking my time doing this. Okay, next up, who are we going to sign next? Maybe the backup. No, we don't need a backup goalkeeper just yet. Striker? 22-year-old Luis Suarez. I think Jonathan David might be worth too much at this point. I'd like to get him in. Maybe we could use somebody. Maybe Meunier or Ball. Another Colombian. See, Meunier. Oh, dude, I don't know, bro. It's so difficult. Who is going to play best up top on their own? Because if we're playing 4-3-3, they need to be able to bag for days. 83 finishing there. Hello? 81 finishing. So actually, Suarez has got better finishing than Jonathan David. And better finishing than Meunier. And better finishing than Ball. How did that happen? How is the best finisher this guy? Am I seeing that right? It was 83, right? Yeah, 83. but only 70 dribbling. But he knows where the back of the net is. He's decently quick. Oh man, do we go here? 6'1" from Granada. We've got Danny Ings already, who's 80 rated, so Suarez will probably pay back up to him. Or do we just go for bigger and use Danny Ings as the swap and just bring in someone exactly the same? I don't think Munir's got enough goals in him. I really don't. He's got 79 finishing, but I don't think he's got enough goals in him to play up top on his own. I might be underestimating him here. Ah, dear. Oh, man. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing here? You know what? I think the best shout's Jonathan David, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get him for the price we want. We're going to do our best, though, just because he's a little bit bigger than the other guys. The other guys are... To play up front on your own, you kind of need that bit of strength. We've gone full kit again. Loving it. Thanks for coming. Okay, so we'll do another player swap. We'll go for strikers. And let's go for Shea Adams. Because Leo really wants Shea Adams. And then we'll also offer up another... So he's worth 6 and we want 21. Are you kidding me? Okay, so we'll offer another 10 million. Leaving us only 10 million, which I'm not happy about. But it's what we've got. Oh, and they're out of here. They do not like 10 million plus Shea Adams for Jonathan David, apparently. Oh, no. That's not going correct. Oh, man. 5'9". 5'9". 6'1". Okay, it's going to have to be Suarez. He's got the best finishing and he's the tallest, which gives us something different to Danny Ings up front. And he's worth 26 million release clause, but... Let's negotiate because I don't think he's actually worth that much. I think we can definitely get him for cheaper. Still in them full kits, why not? Okay, player swap. Let's go for strikers again. Let's go for Shea Adams. And then we'll also offer a transfer fee of 400k. No, I'm joking. 4.5 million. Plus Shea Adams. And they want 4. They want 4% on top, why not? Sell on. We'll do it. He's in. Although he's close to being in. Anyway. Okay, so let's negotiate there. So we've got a bit more money to spend on our next position, which is either going to be winger or centre-back. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do here, because I really want the green and red boots, bro. What is going on? So let's... I'm going to say rotation, just to try my luck here, because if he says yes... then we don't have to worry about asking for first team football, although he's probably going to be playing a lot anyway because we've just signed him and he's one of our players. So we'll bring him in. And if he doesn't perform, we've always got the backup of Danny Ings. And he wants 20k a week. Let's just offer him what he's got now with a little bit of money to sign on with. And we still have 16 to 20k here. As well as players to use, of course, as well. Oh, he wants 5 goals, 230k. You know what? Just for some incentive to bang goals, let's stick that in there. And let's bring in our second player here. 2 guys in. 20 mil to go. Let's take Small Bones out of the team. Stick Suarez on the bench. We've got Michael Opafemi, Shane Long, and Danny Ings, but Suarez definitely number 2 right now behind Danny Ings. We'll see what happens at the start of the season. Of course, if Ings isn't performing, Suarez is going to come in straight away. But Suarez needs to put in the performances to get into the first team, which he's going to have to be doing. But the team's looking better already. Kaka and Suarez in. Let's save the changes here. Okay, back to Le Transfer Hub. And we will go ahead and take a look at... You know what? Let's swap these for position. That would probably help because I've been scrolling up and down. Okay. I think this guy's next. 20 mil. It's all we've got. So we might have to lose one of our top players to be able to bring in Ihatun, but I do like him. I think he could be good, so let's give it a go. Still in those 4 kits. I mean, what kind of glitch is this? Like, I had the glitch before. I was playing sort of an offline career mode, and I had the same glitch where the guy's face would be different to mine, but not the clothing. The clothing was still normal, but for some reason now we're 4 kit wankers. Okay, we're going to offer up Nathan Redmond. Oh, well, wait, what? What? I thought you might want to talk about it. Why have you just fucking stormed out, bro? Nathan Redmond plus, like, you say Nathan Redmond and then also give us 10 mil. What are you walking away for? Fucking joke, man. What a joke, man, he is. Okay, we don't have actually that many options for wingers. Diatta would be next, I guess. Maybe we sign a centre back. Like I said, this is my main target for centre back. He's also got the power header trait, which is nice, and he's not slow at all. The 35 to 51 million isn't me. I don't have that money. Yeah, that's not gonna happen, is it? That's unless we can sell some players before the start of the transfer window, that one's not going to be happening. Kunde's probably worth the same, right? Yeah, he is. Why are the centre-backs worth so fucking much? What about Ferro? What are you worth, my son? 20 million for the Portuguese. Oh, and he's already on his way to Lille. So, I don't think we're going to be able to get him either. This has gone terribly. Was not expecting this whatsoever. Didn't expect Ihatun to storm out of my meeting there. And Jonathan David as well, not signing. Kind of screwed us over because David up front, Ihatun on the wing. It's a decent side, bro. It's a decent side. We've not got it though. We've not got it. We have not got it. And now I'm just stalling. I don't know what to do next. This guy can't play up front, but can play on the wing. You know what? I said would sign this guy, so I think let's try and sign this guy. I do like the look of him. Almeida, 7 mil. Let's approach to buy him. We should be able to get him in, but maybe not for Redmond. Maybe keep Redmond at the same time, because I'm still going to use a player swap just so we don't have to spend the money. Who's our second best winger? It's Yenpo, which I like him, so maybe we use Redmond because he's 26. He's only 26, bro. I thought he was like fucking 29 at least. But he is 78 rated, and we don't have anybody else really. We don't want to get rid of a guy better than him. And I don't think he's going to do enough of a dent in the money to make a difference. Maybe you will. Let's go ahead and offer... Let's go ahead and offer 7 plus a player, just because it's his value plus a player. Did they say they don't want the exchange in play? They just want 11 mil. Okay, maybe we've got a different position we could offer up here. Stuart Armstrong. And then a new transfer fee is definitely not going to be 11 million. We'll give you 4.5 plus Armstrong, which is a very good deal. Definitely take it. That's more realistic. That's fucking stupid is what it is. I can't believe I just did that. But this guy can play in 3 different positions. So off the bench, he's going to be good. Still on the bench, he can either come on as a cam, he can come on in centre mid, he can come on the wing. I think we sign him. Armstrong probably could do the same, but he's 28, and it's time to reshape this club. Okay, so he's immediately come in, said rotation, we'll give him that for sure. 5-year deal, he's eager, let's get him in. Disregard the release clause, and now his wages, what do we have left? We've still got 300k, so let's spoil him a little bit. We'll give him 14k, and we'll give him 400k to sign, which is plenty more than enough for you to say yes. That's probably way much more than we should have given him, but either way, that's what we gave him. Let's go ahead and add him to the squad. It's important to add the players to the squad straight away as well, because the training revolves around the squad that you've selected, right? So these guys at the bottom are probably not going to be in training. Who did we just sign? Where's he gone? Oh, mate, he's already on the bench. He's already made bench. So that's good, but he'll be in training now. 86 pace. Looks very dangerous. I like the options we have here. We've still got Theo Walcott. Again, he's not worth a lot of money, but we have him. So I've actually gone ahead and forwarded a little bit. We're actually a week away from the start of the Premier League now, and we're going to go back in for Ihataren. I think we could probably get him, and he's worth a shout to bring in. We kind of fucked that first sale up quite a bit. We do have 20 million, and we shouldn't be shy with it. We should offer up a player as well as some money, I think, again, but this time do it right. So go back to the winger option. We could use Nathan Redmond plus money. I don't know what we did last time, actually. I can't remember how badly we fucked it. It was like literally a second ago. 10 million would leave us 15 million. You know what? I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Let's try it. Please say yes. They're comfortable with the deal. Let's do this. Ihataren is on the way. Redmond out, which isn't great. You know, he's a very good player, but at the same time, for us, I think we have to switch it up here. We have to try something different. Nathan Redmond's tried and tested. Let's mix it up and let's get this 18-year-old absolute worldie in. At 77 rate from PSG. Let's disregard the release clause, and they don't. Oh, he's only on 5k, which isn't cool because now I don't know what he's actually going to want. He's 77 rated. He's probably going to want good money, right? Coming to the Premier League, and he's on a youth contract at 18 on 5,000. I feel like this is difficult to actually nail this. I don't want to pay him too much, obviously, but I don't want to fuck it up again. So 25k. We'll stick with the standard 400k signing bonus, which would leave us 15 mil, and he's in. Let's fucking do this, boys. We've still got 15 mil too, and we have Ihataren coming in. We have the options here. Maybe we should bring in Augustin Ursi. Or maybe a goalkeeper. Maybe Van der Voort as a backup goalkeeper. Maybe. How much was he worth again? He's got a 5 million release clause. Pay 2 million for him, and then we'd still have 12 mil, which is enough to maybe bring in Dahoud. We've got options here. We've definitely got options. For sure. But I think for this actual episode, let's go ahead and end it here. Walcott, get out the team. Stick Ihataren here. Now, if it doesn't work here, we can always transform him into a left winger anyway, so we don't have to worry too much about it. He is left-footed, and that's why I prefer him over on the left wing. But let's stick in all of our first-team guys who we've just signed, and we'll have a look at what the team looks like if we change everything around. So I'd have Kakaret sitting in the deepest spot, Almeida playing in front of him with Ward-Prowse, Ihataren on the left, Suarez up front with Yempo, Salisu, Walker-Peters, Bednarek, Bertrand, McCart. This team looks sick, bro. I'm already hyped. This is actually a very good team. Let's fucking do this, boys. We've got Danny Ings as well. Obafemi coming through the youth ranks. We've already got a Theo Walcott. Romeu's a very good defensive player. Vestergaard's not the quickest, but, you know, we'll deal with that. Stevens as well, not the quickest, which is why Salisu's in there, as you saw in the first episode. And then we don't have too much apart from Mario, what's his name? Lamina, who's out on loan. We could potentially bring him back and get 20 mil for him maybe, or maybe use him in a swap. That's an option, but I want to give you guys the option. Now you've seen where we are, where do you think we go next? I believe we're about a week away from the first Premier League game, and that should be the weekend, I think. So that's where we'll end it here. Next episode, I'll take your advice from the comments, and we'll put that into some sort of work in progress over the course of the next week before that first game of the season, and we will be playing at home to Leicester City, which is a nice one. Then we have 2 Sunday games after that before the 4th game of the season away at Old Trafford. Beautiful, beautiful Absolutely beautiful. But Leicester at home is a very good test to start off with. We know they're very good. They have just sold Jamie Vardy to Liverpool, though, so they don't have the striker. Who do they replace him with? I'm sure we'll find out over the course of the next week.